legends, welcome back to the channel. My name's Tony, this is the Mighty Jimny, and this is episode 2 of What I Take Camping. So I'm still down here at Tim's Thicket Beach, a great full drive beach, about an hour to an hour and a half south of Perth City. Now last episode I went through my shelter and sleeping setup. This episode I'm going to go through what I use for my camp furniture as well as my cooking arrangement. So I'm going to be going over my stainless steel front runner table, the camp chair that I use, and then all of the cooking utensils and stuff like that I use as well. Alright, so stand by, go grab yourself a cold one, I'll do all the hard work and enjoy. Alright, so what do I use for my camping table setup and all of those kinds of things? Well, I've actually got the underslung front runner stainless steel table. So it's actually mounted in that little space just between the roof rack and your roof, that kind of dead space there. Makes really good use of it, and it also means that I don't have to put anything in the car, because obviously everything's a bit of a premium in there. So the less stuff that I've got to actually put in the car, and the more that I can actually use that roof space more effectively, the better. Being underslung, it also doesn't impact on things like wind resistance, and you get that real bad drag, okay, because you've got the windshield at the front that deflects the wind away from it as well. All right, so I'm going to get that bad boy down and start setting it up. You can see the stainless steel table just here, great piece of kit, and sits nicely up on the top. So I'm just going to set this one up and then just going to go over it quickly. So really easy to set up, locks in well, so it's not going to come collapsing down on you. There's little locking points there, and there you have it. Stainless steel table, good to go. All right, let's get the rest of that cooking gear out and let's have a look. Okay guys, as you can see, I've got the Gasmate double butane. All right, now this is a new piece of kit that I've just picked up, really good and pretty good for the price as well. I think I just picked this one up at Bunnings. Now this here, as you can see, pops out pretty easily. Now let's pop that to one side. Okay, straightforward. You've got your two little fuel points here, so you can actually connect in there, and the type of fuel that it takes is just this ProFuel butane. All right, take the lid off and they just slot in there. So it's got a little nub on it and a little cutout piece. Close that up and that should, oh, has to be in the off position. That'll lock in there like that, and then, oh, look at that, hot already. All right, so that's really easy to use. Now the reason why I've gone with a double, even though it is a fairly big piece of kit, if you're cooking for a couple of people and you're also in this situation where you've got two items that need to be cooked at the same time, then you've got these two pieces. All right, so that's the double burner. Look, it's a really good piece of kit. The good thing about them is that they're considered to be liquid fuel. So when it comes down to total fire ban in Western Australia, these are fine to use as long as you're sensible with them and you don't leave them out in the heat. They're fine. Look, I prefer to cook on a campfire, don't get me wrong, but when you've got no other option, this is fantastic. All right, so this here is the Jetboil. This one's, I think, the Jetboil Flash, I want to say. They come in various sizes, but these are an absolutely brilliant piece of kit. Now inside you'll find your fuel canister, this one here, the actual burner piece itself, and then the little stand that it sits on. Now this comes off, it's just a protective cap. This bad boy here, you got to flip your little gas controller out and it screws on like so, and you hear it psst, sizzle in. All right, and then you've got your little stand here. Okay, just like that. Okay, so that's on there. Okay, pretty straightforward piece of kit. You turn your gas on, you can hear it going like that. you turn your gas on, right, and then that's on there, okay? You probably won't be able to see the flame in the sun, but that's like that, all right? So burns harder, turn it all the way off, that turns it off. What you want to be doing then is this slots on top, and you fill it up with your water and you're good to go. So as you can see, it's a decent size and you can actually drink straight out of it as well. So that's the thing I like about this the most. Once you've actually boiled your water and you want to put your soups or whatever inside, you've got a handy little mug here and you're good to go straight off the bat. So I use these ones a lot. I love those easy to have little cup of soups or 2-minute noodles or anything like that where you just have to boil a bit of water, right? And it's also a piece of kit that fits in a pack really easy. And if you're into things like survival stuff or prepping or anything like that, and you've got one of the bug out bags or the go bags or the get home bags, whatever you want to use for that, really good piece of kit to slot in the bottom. Right, I'm going to grab my Tough Box out now and start going through all the different cookware that I use. Alright, so opening up the Tough Box that I've got from the I think I just got this from a hardware store. Inside I keep my extra butane bottles. I've got a pan. I've got my Yeti water bottle. Now usually I've got this full and everything like that, which is really good. I've got my long tongs there. Now these are really good, especially for campfires and all those kinds of things. Okay, I've got another little Yeti mug, same colour as the car obviously, and these are really good, right? Keeps everything super warm or super cold depending on which way you use it, and I can actually take this little handle off eventually, there we go, and take that off and you've basically got yourself a little tumbler as well, so good for a Jack and Coke. Alright, so putting that back there. Also got my camp billy, okay, inside a little stainless steel cup in there as well. Now I've got these little bad boys here. They usually just sit on a little clip, I don't know where that's gone. And these are just my cooking cutlery, little chopping board, and a bit of stuff to clean up with. Long life tea and sugar in the bottom there, and then some egg rings. Now, one of the more important pieces of kit that I've got is this bad boy here. All right, now these are by a company called Cedar Summit. Okay, really good piece of kit, and I can't recommend them enough. Super compact, okay, and they have a variety of uses. So first off, you've got the large pot. And as you can see on the inside, I've got the smaller pot. Now with the large pot, okay, these handles, they clip in like so. There we go. Right, and they're super good, really strong, and everything like that. So they're a great piece of kit. Got a really good tough base on them and everything like that. Good thing about the lid, it's got this little flapperoo here, and when you're stirring and everything like that, you put the lid just there, and what happens is it stops you from having to put the lid either on the table when you don't have much space or putting it in the dirt. Also on top of the lid, as you can see across here, it's got these little cutout grooves, and that allows you to pour out and do all that kind of stuff. So fantastic. Now this is the smaller one. Now the thing I love about this one, right, is that first off, same kind of lid with that same design where you can put it on the side, but on the inside you've got cups and your bowls. So these are absolutely fantastic, okay, and great piece of kit, and really hardy, good looking piece of kit. So I can't recommend these enough. These go in here. This goes on the top. The top comes across and basically locks it down so it's not going anywhere. And then she throws in there, unclip it, you beauty. She's good to go. Alrighty, so that's the majority of my cookware all sorted and gone through. The only thing I haven't gone through in regards to this kind of stuff, however, is my camping knives. Now I use two. I don't have them with me today, but I use two of them. One's a Gerber Strong Arm, which is a fixed blade knife, and the other one is a Nemesis DE2 Ground Zero, which is a Russian made foldable. Really good pieces of kit. Look, I'll always say go get yourself a really good camping knife. Really important piece of kit, and if you treat it well, it will treat you well, and it could potentially save your life. I use mine for almost everything. Okay, look, I'm going to grab my camp chair out and we'll go through that one quickly, and that will be that for this episode. Before I grab the chair out, I'll show you how I strap this tough box in to the Jimny. Now, as you can see, up the back here, I've got, move that out of the way, I've got these little loops, little hooks that I've installed. They're just like a little 10mm stainless steel hook, okay, and all I do is I just attach a bungee cord to that. This one's not the one I usually use, funnily enough, I couldn't find it this morning, but I'll just attach a bungee cord to that, and all it does is, look, it's not going to stop things flying around the cab in an accident or anything like that, but what it does do is it does help to stop things just banging around in the cabin whilst you're doing your normal drive and full drive. The other thing as well, I highly recommend putting all of your camp gear into a tough box or some sort of container, so that way if it is you are going full driving, it's not bouncing around the cabin, and it's also not smashing into other things and breaking other things. Okay, I'm just going to grab this camp chair, and then that will be that. Alright, so this here is the camp chair that I use most of the time, and it's a Spinifex Moon chair. Really good piece of kit, and as you can see, I call it the Rancho Relaxo. Now the reason why I call it the Rancho Relaxo is it's bloody huge. Now, I think I've kind of gone on display here and shown you that you don't have to get the smallest, teensy weeniest little things when you're using a Jimny. You just have to choose the pieces that you want and then make it work. As you can see, it is quite a big chair, super comfortable. There is only one downside, however, and it doesn't have a subby holder. Now, that might be a deal breaker for some of you. I just happen to just put mine on the table, so it's not too bad. But for the most part, this is probably one of the most comfortable chairs that I've used, and even though it is a little bulky, it's one of the items that I'll happily put on the roof or slot in between my fridge and tough box in the back of the gym. Alright guys, that's it for today. So that's all the cookware and all of the utensils and the camp furniture that I use with the Mighty Jimny. Stay tuned. In episode 3 of What I Take Camping, I'm going to go through my fridge and power setup, as well as the solar power recharging station that I've got hidden in the back there. Should be a good episode. Alright, so stay tuned. Thanks very much for watching. Remember, like, subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Cheers guys. Good. G'day guys, Uncle Tony here. Just a disclaimer, I'm not supported by any of the products that I've shown you today. These are products that I've bought for myself, so any opinions on them are my own, and any reviews that I do are completely honest and transparent. Alright, thanks very much. Cheers guys.